chapter 15, the answer key is going to be on the next page. What we want to do is we want to jot down which pronominal suffix is being used here, and then we need to translate these according to whether the noun is singular or plural. Okay? So, let's just take a look at the first one, avotechem. I'll make that a little bit bigger so we can see that. Avotechem. So, let's identify the pronoun. Which part of this word is the pronoun? Okay. The pronoun itself is actually, the pronoun itself is just ken. Ken. All right? And this is a helping vowel to connect the pronoun to the rest of the form. So, which pronoun is ken? To F P. So whose noun is this? It's your or y'all, and the you is feminine, right? Okay. Now the next question is this a singular or plural word that we're attaching y'all, your to? It's plural. How can you tell it's plural? Yes, the yod is magical, isn't it? That tells us. And then is there anything else that indicates this is a plural noun? Yeah, the oat. The oat is also plural. All right, so what does this mean? Your what? Fathers. Excellent. It is more than one father. Okay? Now, let's compare that with avichen. What's the pronoun? Which part of this? It's ken. Okay, good. So, that's which pronoun? Same one, right? To FP. And that means that we're going to translate this as your. But now the question is this one or many fathers? Look, there's a yod here, so this must be plural, right? No, it's singular. How do I know it's singular? There's a yod there. Because if there is ever a kirik in front of the yod, the noun is singular. Think singular has an I in it, doesn't it? And what vowel is the kirik before the yod? That's an I vowel, isn't it? So maybe that'll help you remember. If you see a kirik before the yod, it's singular. Any other vowel before the yod is a plural noun. Seres, not a kirik, is it? Okay, so this is your what? Your father. Luke, I am Avichem. Actually, he wouldn't say this to Luke because Luke's not a group of women. How would Darth Vader say this in Hebrew? Luke, Ani, right? That's I. Ani, yes. Avicha. Accent on the bet. Luke, Ani, Avicha. Okay. By the way, when does Star Wars come out?
December 15th.
December 15th. Oh, goodness. We got to wait 2 whole weeks, don't we? Do you think Luke will say anything? Or will he just stare at Daisy Ridley the whole time? All right. So now we have number 3, ahiha. Ahiha. What is the actual pronoun? Which part of this is the pronoun?
Ha.
Ha. Excellent. So ha's my pronoun. And which pronoun is this? 3FS. So I'm going to translate ha as what? Her something. And what does she have? One or many things? Well, there's a yod here, so that must be plural, right? Ah, kirik. What does that tell me? This is a singular noun. So it's her singular thing. What is the ach? Brother. So it's one bro. Her bro. Okay? Over here on number 4, I have acheha. The pronoun is ha. And which pronoun is that? 3FS still. And that means her something. Is this a plural noun it's attached to? Yes. I have the yod and there's something besides a kirik here. So that is her brothers. Plural. See how easy this is? You thought this was a hard chapter, didn't you? Yeah, it is. Not easy. Okay, look at number 5. Achai. Achai. The pronoun is yod here for both of these. Which person gender number is that? Yes, first common singular for both, right? So both of these mean my, don't they? It's my either way. But one of them has a pathak before the yod, and one of them has a kirik before the yod. Which one of these is singular, 5 or 6? 6, that's singular noun. 5 is a plural noun. So what is an ach? A brother. So number 5, achai is my brothers. Achi is my brother. 1. All right. Number 7. This shouldn't be too hard. What you'll notice in all of these is I've paired your expressions so that they're almost identical to each other except one singular, one's plural. So look at number 7. I have ishtam. Ishtam. What is my pronoun? Yeah, it's the mem here, and it usually has a kametz vowel that attaches it. So it's the mem. Over here, number 8, the pronoun is hem. Okay. Which pronoun is the ending?
3MP.
It's 3MP. How would I translate a 3MP pronoun? There. But the they is masculine, right? Hem is what person gender number? It's 3MP as well. But it's the set 2 pronouns. Is the set 1 pronoun for 3MP. How would I translate that? It's also there, isn't it? The question is, do they have something singular or plural? Can you tell which one of these is singular and which one's plural? Yeah, the bottom one's plural. It's got the yod and there's no kirik before it, so it must be plural, right? This one is ishtam. There's no yod before that mem. That's singular. What is the lexical form for ishtam? What's my vocabulary word? Isha. Isha. It's not ish. I've got this tav marking it as feminine, right? So this is isha. So this is their what? How many? 1. So they have 1 wife. That's disgusting. Okay, their wife. And then nishehem. What is the noun that this is a modification of to add the pronominal suffix? This was singular, so it's isha, right? What's the absolute form? It's nashim. So we're basically building pronouns onto nashim here to get nishehem. So this is their wives, plural. All right, that sounds a lot better, doesn't it? Okay, and then number 9, we have banai versus bani. Banai, bani. My pronouns are the yods. The vowels before them will tell me whether they're singular or plural. Banai, is that singular or plural? It's a plural noun. Good. Bani, my noun is singular. What's the lexical form of these 2 words? Bane. So we're talking about sons, right? Or a son. How do I translate the yod pronominal suffix? Either way, it's my. Now is banai my son or sons? My sons, plural. Bani, my son. All right. So, if Darth Vader were looking at Luke, he would say, Luke, you are what? Banai or Bani? Bani. And I am your father. I am Avicha. Avicha. I am your father. Okay. But how do you say you? How would I say you are my son? Here, we'll go back up here. It's ata. Remember the 2ms pronoun? Ata, bani. With a vowel before it, the dagesh lene would go away. Ata vani. Ata vani. You are my son. Ani avicha. I am your father. Me Tarzan, you Jane. You my son. I your father. All right. Good. Darth Vader Hebrew 101. Isn't this awesome? Okay. So basically, don't remind me 5 minutes before class is over. I'll just tell you now. So going through this exercise, this is roughly what your quiz will look like on the chapter quiz. I'm going to give you, I don't know, something like 10 words, and they'll be in pairs, and I'm going to give you a column of them on the left side, and on the right side, I'm going to give you the English translations of all the things on the left side, and you're going to have to identify which one means what, okay? So you'll need to know what the pronoun is and what the noun means that it's attached to, and whether that noun is singular or plural. All right? Let's take a look at the Ross chapter homework now. So let me pull that up. I didn't require you to do any of the section A for the homework, but on the answer key, I do have numbers 1 through 12 here. Let me, just for fun, walk through some of these with you, just starting with the Hebrew side. If you're looking at your page in Ross, you're going to see all the answers to 1 through 12 here. So don't look there. Just look up at the board, and just tell me if you can tell whether the noun is singular or plural. Okay, so look at avicha. Is that one or many? Yeah, that's a singular noun. I've got a yod, but the kirik before the yod is a single dot. That means it's singular, right? So how would you translate avicha? Your father. We know that now, right? Okay, shemi. Is that one or many shames? It's singular. There's my first common singular pronoun, and the kirik tells me it's one name. So whose name? My name. Good. Ishto. This is from what noun? Isha. And I've got this pronoun. Is this one or many ishas? It's one. So whose isha is this? That's his isha. Yeah, so his wife. Mal kachem. Mal kachem. Is that a singular or plural noun? Singular. There's no yod before that kem, is there? So it's one what? What's the noun? The noun is it's not messenger, it's king. It's melech. So whose melech is this? Who's king? Kem is your, 2MP, right? So y'all have a king, so y'all's king, your king. Good. Sepharenu. Is this singular or plural noun? It's plural. I see the yod, and there's no kirik before that yod, right? The pronoun is nu. Who is that? That's we. That's first common plural. So whose things are these? Our, and yes, the noun means book. So our books, our scrolls. Here I have beito. Is this one or many bayits? Is it singular or plural? Singular, plural. The question is this yod before the pronoun? What's the pronoun? The pronoun is the O. The tav is part of the noun, so that's not the yod that tells you the noun is plural. That yod is just part of the noun. Okay? So there's no yod before the pronoun here. This pronoun is third masculine singular. So how many are these? One. It's a singular noun. So how would you translate beito? His house. His house. All right. Over here I have tachtehem. This is one of your new vocabulary words. It's the preposition tachat, which means under or beneath. And it can also mean in place of or instead of. All right? So look at this. It's tachtehem. The pronoun is hem. Which person, gender, number is that? Hem. It's 3MP. So how am I going to translate this if tachat means under? It'd be under them, right? Under them. Now, notice there is a yod before hem. Does that mean that the preposition under is plural? No, because prepositions aren't singular or plural, right? What this means is simply that the preposition tachat takes the set 2 pronouns, while other prepositions take the set 1 pronouns, okay? It still means the same thing, them. It's just that you're going to see a yod before it, but that doesn't mean this is plural, okay? Now I have 8, avotehen. Is this a singular or a plural noun? It's plural. And what tells me it's plural? The yod and the oath, right? The pronoun is ken, which is which person, gender, number? 2MP. So whose fathers is this? Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, you're right. Okay. Sorry about that. 2FP. So it's your fathers, right? Okay, good. Your fathers. Now here I have Chaye Avdi. Chaye Avdi. This Avdi here, what does that mean? Yeah, I've got a curricula at the end. Which pronoun is that? That's 1CS. So this is my, and then what's the lexical form of Avdi? Eved. So this is my Eved. What's my Eved? Servant. My servant or my slave. Now, here I have Chaye in front of Avdi. Do you see this Sarayod? Does that look Canadian to you? Yes. It does, right? So this is a masculine plural construct form, and I have to read these two together as a construct chain. It's the something of my servant. Okay? Now, what do you think the absolute masculine plural form of this word is, if the construct is Chaye? Can you reconstruct what the absolute is? Yeah, Chayim. Okay? Chayim. This is life. Okay? This is masculine plural, but we're going to translate it singular. Okay? It's life. Life. So, how am I going to translate Chaye Avdi? Yeah, it's the life of my servant. Okay? Now, why am I saying the life? Because there's no article on the front of life here. Yeah, Avdi is definite because of the pronominal suffix. Pronoun suffixes make thing 2 definite, and that makes thing 1 definite. Right? So it's the life of. Literally, it's the life of the servant of me. And the me part is what makes it definite. Right? Okay. Look at achiv. Achiv. My pronoun is the vav. Which pronoun is that? 3ms. My alternate form is avihu. That is the same pronoun. I mean, a different form of the same pronoun, right? That's 3ms as well. So how am I going to translate this? Whatever it is, it means his something, right? Now, is the ach singular or plural? Singular. I have yods in front of both of these pronouns, but the curric precedes the yod, and that tells me it's singular. So how will I translate these? His brother. One brother, not multiple. Okay? A lie. A lie. This is a lie. I am your father. It's a lie! Okay. So what is a lie? Which pronoun is this? 1CS. And this is not a noun. This is a preposition. It's the preposition el. Okay? What does el mean? To and or toward, and so a lie means to me. Excellent. Now, there's a pathak before the yod, which normally you associate with plural nouns, but prepositions are neither singular nor plural, right? This just means that the preposition el takes which set pronouns, set 1 or set 2? It takes set 2. It takes the community pronouns. All right, good. Now look at Eli. Compare that to Eli. Eli, Eli. You You might think that this is the preposition el, but it's not. What is this?
It's a noun.
This is the noun
El.
el, which means God. Exactly. And so how am I going to translate Eli? This is also first common singular. Yeah, it's my God. Also, Elohai is the plural form, Elohim, with the first common singular pronoun. And you would also translate it as my God if you're referring to the God of Israel, right? Because even though Elohim is plural, we translate it as a singular form. This is what's called the plural of majesty, or the honorific plural. If you were referring to a plurality of gods, you would still write it this way, but then you translate it as my gods, right? I will want to serve Elohai, my gods. All right, so there, a little bit more of reviewing. Let's take a look at the textbook and see if there are questions on the Hebrew that we translated. So, questions? Your call. Which one shall we go through?
Number 2.
Number 2?
Yes.
Number 2. All right. Let's read this out loud together, and we'll do it in unison. Okay, ready? Shamaru avadecha hatzadikim mitzvotecha velo shavaru torotecha. Okay, excellent. So, Lester, how did you translate this? Let's have you do this up to the point where you had trouble.
I was having problem with some of the words actually.
Mm-hmm.
Like going to the first word actually.
Okay. Yeah. Is this a noun, an adjective, a verb, preposition? What do we have going on here? It's a verb. And my 3 root letters are Shin, Mem, Resh. And I've got a shurik at the end. And this is the Cal-Perfect conjugation. With the shurik at the end, what person, gender, number is the verb? 3CP. So some plural subject, either they or an explicit noun, will be my subject. And what does shamar mean? That's shavar with a bet. This is shamar with a mem in root 2 position. This has to do with keeping or guarding or observing. Okay? So, who did the keeping, guarding, or observing? Is this a plural noun? Avadecha. Yes, I've got a pronoun attached, but that yod tells me it's plural. So this is a good candidate for being the subject of the plural verb, right? So, who kept? Which pronoun is the ka? It's 2ms, so it's your plural evids. So, your what? Your servants. So it's your servants kept. Now, should I just stick with your servants kept, or does this word relate to servants, and do I need to translate it along with servants before I translate my verb? Look at hatzadikim. Yeah, that's an adjective, right? Is hatzadikim an adjective? Yeah, tzaddik means what? Righteous. What gender and number is im? It's masculine plural. Is it articular? Yeah, so that's definite, right? Now look at avadecha. Is this masculine plural or feminine plural? Yeah, there's no oath ending. I've just got a segul yod before the pronoun. That's masculine plural. And there's no article, but is it definite? Yeah, because it has a pronoun suffix, it's definite, right? So they're both definite and they're both masculine plural. This adjective is what? It's attributive. So it's telling me what kind of your servants, right? So it would be your righteous servants kept mitzvotecha. They kept your, that's the pronoun you, right? And his commandment, singular or plural here? Plural. See that, Yod? So your righteous servants kept your mitzvot, your commandments. Velo, shavaru. And there's the same verbal ending, but it's now not shamaru, but shavaru. They did not shavar, break. They did not break. Torotecha. Yeah, it's your. Wow, we have, pardon my I was going to say pardon my French, pardon my Spanish. We have ka. You're right. This is all about you, right? So they did not break your, and is it singular or plural word here? Plural. I got a yod before that ka, right? So your Torot, your laws. They did not break your laws. All right, good. This is this is a happy sentence, isn't it? Your servants kept your commandments. They did not break your Torah.
Is it okay to translate that like it's an individual thing, like they keep your commandments and they don't break them?
So you mean like the perfect could be translated present tense if it's kind of a habitually true statement, right? In other words, you're trying to characterize the servants in a particular way. Yeah, and you would really only know that, given a particular context. So that would be possible. Okay, so Lester, does that help? Were you?
Yeah, I just didn't knew what the root of the first words. I was looking for that and I couldn't kind of plug it in.
When did shamar? When was shamar given to us as a verb? Anybody remember?
It's given on that page, actually. It's like the page.
Oh, so it's this chapter.
No, it's given on that page.
it's a footnote.
Oh, he gives you, okay. So you actually haven't had this as a vocab word. That's why, Lester, you struggled. So, the lesson to take away from this is read the footnotes. Yeah, okay. Other questions? Number 1 is a good Christmas one, right? Amar, what's Amar mean? To say. There's no ending on this, so which person, gender, number in the perfect is Amar? 3ms. So he, Amard, he said, Elav. To him. Okay, good. So this is the preposition El. This is not the noun El, which means God, because we have a verb of speaking, and El will frequently mark the recipient of the speech, and El, the preposition, takes the set to pronouns, which is what we've got here. This vav with the yod before it is which person, gender, number? 3ms. So he said to him. He said to him. Now, I have Malach Adonai. So, what do you think? Well, what does Malach Adonai mean? It's the angel of Yahweh, or the angel of the Lord. Are we sure that this is a construct form? How do we know that? Okay. Well, I could have a makef joining words that are not in the construct, that are not in a construct chain. That's possible too. Okay? So let's say I didn't have the makef. What would be a signal or a clue that this is indeed the construct? Now. Okay, we had a vowel reduction. What is the lexical form of messenger? It's pronounced the same way almost, mal, ach, but it's got a long A here. Notice that it's a short A here because this is closed and unaccented when it's in the construct, and it needs a short vowel in the construct. Okay, there's no ending because this is masculine singular. So I've not changed any endings because there's no ending to change, but I have changed a vowel right there. Okay, and that tells me to read this as a construct chain. The angel of Yahweh then. Okay, so the angel of Yahweh is probably my subject, right? He's the one who said to me. So the angel of Yahweh said to me, and then here is what he said. Quotation. Shemo. What does that mean? His name. This is the pronoun that's 3ms, right? His shame, his name. Shemo. Immanuel. This is what kind of a word is im? It's a preposition. Okay, im is with. Immanu, there's a pronominal suffix with what's new?
We.
Yeah, it's we. It's first common plural. So it's with us. El, God. So his name is Emmanuel. God with us, or with us is God. Okay? Or with us, God. All right. Good. Merry Christmas.
To or unto, you can use unto.
Yeah, you could say to or unto. All right. Does anybody have any other of these sentences they want to work through? Happy to go through any of these. And if you don't, I'll pick a couple to do, but I want to give you a chance to resolve your issues here.
Could you go through number 7?
Yeah. All right. So let's read number 7 out loud. Ready? Zacharu b'nei Yisrael ki Nathan Elohim et haaretz hazot le'avotehem. Okay. So Andrew, let's have you translate until we stumble. Okay.
Okay. My issue was I translated it. They remember the sons of Israel because God gave this land to their fathers.
Okay.
And
Yeah, so you got this part right. That's a they. It's what person, gender, number?
it's
Third common plural, right? Well, anytime you have a plural verb that's third person, you always have to ask yourself, is there a plural noun that could be the subject? Is B'nai Yisrael plural?
Yes.
Yes. See the Canadian ending here, right? So the sons of Israel remembered is also a good possibility, right? The sons of Israel remembered. And then if I've got a key could be because, but key could also be that, in which case this is going to be the object of Zachar. It's what they remembered, okay? So here it's critically important to, when you make the choice, that's for what the subject is or how B'nai Yisrael is functioning, that's gonna force you to make a different choice here, right? If B'nai Yisrael is the object of remembering, then I'm going to translate the key as because I can't have two direct objects of remembering, right? They remembered the sons of Israel. That doesn't make sense. If this is the subject, though, then there's no direct object yet. And that's going to make me take the key clause as the direct object. The sons of Israel remembered that God gave. All right? And I think that's the way I translated it.
Yeah.
Right? So the sons of Israel remembered. So because is possible, but since remember is a transitive verb, I'm looking for a direct object. So I'm going to use the meaning of key that would allow this to function as a direct object of Zakar. So they remembered that God gave. What did he give? Here's my direct object marker. That he gave haaretz. Does hazot go with haaretz, or does hazot go with something else? Yeah, it modifies haaretz. It goes after land. Does it agree with land in gender, number, and definiteness? It does. Eretz is feminine singular, zot is feminine singular, and we have ha, right? So which land did he give? This land, right? This is the near demonstrative functioning as an adjective. So they remembered that God gave this land, and then this is who he gave it to. It's marked with a lamed preposition. To avotehem. Whose? It's there, third masculine plural, right? And are you sure it's a plural, Father?
Yes.
Yeah, we have ot and we have the yod, right? Good. So, to their fathers. All right, so does that help?
Yeah. How do you tell for sure whether that's a subject or a direct object? Is there any way to?
Well, the one clue here is that B'nai Yisrael over here is definite because B'nai is in construct with a definite noun, right? So my expectation would be a direct object marker in front of this if it's the direct object.
Okay, that
And
makes
since it's not there, that leans me toward reading this as the subject and then reading the key clause as the object.
Great. Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome. Okay, we have 3 minutes. So anybody else have a question? Number 6. So let's read that, everybody. Acharei mot hamelech avadnu et bano v'hu ra. Oh, come on, y'all didn't say it with me like that. Ra. B'enei Adonai. Okay, I love that word because it sounds so evil. Okay, let me get rid of that. What does acharei mean? Behind or after. Good. And here, it's a temporal after, right? After something happened. So, what is Mot Hamelech? It's the death of the king. What is the lexical form of Mot? Yeah, it's Mavith. What happened to my A-W diphthong, Awe here? Or Avve? It contracted because it's in the construct and it lost its stress. Okay, so Mavith becomes Mot in construct. So, after the death of the king, Avadnu. What kind of a word, what part of speech is that?
A verb.
It's a verb. With nu on the end, who did it? We. So we avaded. What does avad mean? We served. Okay, so after the death of the king, we served et bano. We served whose? His. That's 3MS. So his Benny, right? His son. We served his son. Vahu ra. Yeah. And or but, he was evil. This is an adjective. Is it a attributive or a predicate adjective? It's a predicate. It's what he was, right? He was evil. And this B'nai Adonai is telling us in whose regard he was evil. He was evil in the eyes of. You see that Canadian ending here? That's masculine plural construct. In the eyes of Yahweh. Meaning in his view, in his estimation, in his opinion. All right? So, he was evil in the eyes or in the sight of Yahweh. How pathetic, huh? All right.